Look, we've all got a past, and sometimes that past includes exes. It's like there's 3 people in your relationship and that's a crowd. If you're constantly questioning their ex's role, you're not alone. You deserve a partner who's fully committed to you. Let's dive into the biggest red flags that scream, their ex is still in the picture. By the end, you'll know exactly where you stand. Let's talk about your partner and how often their ex just seems to roll off their tongue. Are they constantly bringing up their ex in conversations? Maybe it's funny stories, comparisons, or endless complaints. People who have moved on don't dwell on the past. They're focused on the present and building a future. If your partner is still hung up on their ex, it's disrespectful. Have you voiced concerns about their ex, only to be met with defensiveness? That's a major red flag. A caring partner will listen and understand your perspective. Defensiveness shows their priority is their ex, not your feelings. It creates imbalance and shows their allegiance lies elsewhere. Staying in touch with an ex isn't always bad, but there's a difference between occasional check-ins and constant communication. Are they always texting or calling their ex, even in private? Constant contact suggests a strong emotional connection. Being friends is one thing, but being emotionally joined at the hip is another. This is where things get shady, folks. If your partner is sneaky about their interactions with their ex, that's a huge red flag. Do they delete texts, change names, or avoid questions? Why the secrecy if there's nothing to hide? Hiding things breeds suspicion and distrust, poisoning a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you make decisions together, right? How much influence does their ex still have? Do they go to them for career or relationship advice? If their ex holds that much power, they haven't moved on. Allowing their ex to call the shots is a recipe for disaster. Let's be real, comparisons are never fair. When your partner constantly compares you to their ex, it's like they're holding you to an impossible standard. Whether it's about your looks, personality, or even your cooking, measuring you against their ex shows they haven't moved on. You deserve to be appreciated for who you are, not for how you measure up to someone else. You should be a priority in your partner's life. Do they drop everything for their ex, canceling plans with you or neglecting your needs? If their ex gets priority treatment, your relationship isn't their main focus. You deserve someone who chooses you, day in and day out. Now you've seen the red flags and you're probably wondering, what do I do about it? First things first, you need to communicate. Sit your partner down and tell them how their actions make you feel. Don't accuse or attack, just be honest and direct. Let them know you deserve someone fully present and invested. And be clear about your boundaries. It's okay to expect a certain level of distance between your partner and their ex. Now it's up to your partner to step up and make a change. Watch their response carefully. Do they get defensive and dismissive, or do they listen and try to understand your perspective? A partner who values you will reassure you and be willing to make adjustments. But here's the hard truth, you can't change someone who doesn't want to change. If they're not willing to move on from their ex and prioritize your relationship, then you need to ask yourself if this is a relationship worth fighting for. Let me tell you something, you deserve to be with someone who is crazy about you, someone who only has eyes for you. Don't settle for being someone's second choice, someone they turn to when it's convenient or when things aren't working out with their ex. You deserve a love that is unwavering, a love that is completely yours. We've gone through a lot today, haven't we? We talked about the red flags, the warning signs that your partner's ex might still be in the picture. You deserve respect, honesty, and a fully committed partner. If you're seeing these red flags, it's time to evaluate what you're willing to tolerate. Don't settle for crumbs or a partner still tied to their past. You are worth so much more.